Happy New Year! Well, technically it's January 5th, but it's the first Monday of the year, and to me, that actually feels like the start of the new year. Like the past couple of days were like kind of new year, kind of not. I have a lot of goals this year because I definitely want to do a vision board, like an actual vision board, which I've never done before. Another one of my big goals, stop being so anxious and also sad. Lately, I've decided I'm kind of giving myself a choice because if I stay in bed for too long in the morning, like I will just spiral. I will just have like anxiety attacks. I'm giving myself the option of either waking up and immediately going to work out, like either to a workout class or for a walk, or going straight to a coffee shop and applying to jobs, doing something to further career-wise, because that's kind of like my top priority right now is like career and also health, like just feeling good. I have a workout class scheduled for tonight. Instead of working out this morning, I'm gonna go to a coffee shop and apply for jobs because that's what I do, because I don't know. I mean, I could stay here and apply for jobs, but I just feel so much more motivated and so much more inspired when I like go to a coffee shop. It's been raining the past couple of days and it's finally a little bit sunny, and I do love the rain. Like I love when it rains every once in a while, but I think if I had to live in a place where like always rained, I might not be so okay with that. I found a new coffee shop that is now my hyperfixation coffee shop because they have seating, good ambiance, and good coffee, which is like actually very difficult to find, honestly. One that hits all three of those marks. The only thing is it's busy a lot because everybody likes it and it's a really cool spot. I love third spaces, and the coffee shop is like one of my favorite like third spaces. Hopefully there's seating, but another one of my New Year's resolutions is to start eating like cleaner, just whole foods, because I tend to eat a lot of processed foods and I actually think it makes my anxiety worse. Like it inflames me. I don't know, it just makes my anxiety, my sadness worse. So I'm trying to keep it simple. And so today I'm having rice with some spinach and chicken because I feel like this is very simple and also like very repeatable. Like I could make this any day easily. I've been eating this for the past couple days and I already feel better. Like I really have got to kick the processed foods. I've got to try at least. I'm trying to make going on a walk at least 8,000 to 12,000 steps a day like a non-negotiable, which honestly, I don't know. I just have to work it into my schedule and like make it a habit. And I think I'm gonna get a matcha as well on my walk because I'm tired. It's like tricky when I can't find jobs that I like I'm a good fit for, you know, and it can get really draining really fast. So I try and break it up throughout the day. So I think I applied to like 4 this morning. Maybe I'll apply to some more if I can find some good ones. I feel like the hardest part about starting a new habit is like starting it, and like that first couple of weeks where it feels so foreign to your like lifestyle until it actually just becomes like part of your everyday routine. And so it's like getting over that part is like the struggle of it. Cumulonimbus clouds, literally my favorite clouds ever. And this is why I also love the after the rain. That was a wonderful walk. I need some water immediately. I just have to get in the habit of doing that every single day without fail. Even though it can be kind of hard to work it into the schedule, and I don't even have a job. Like when I get a job, I'll have to be extra like scheduled, because I'm not really someone who makes like, I'm trying to get better at making lists and making like to-do lists, because naturally like I normally don't, and then it all just like ruminates and then I never actually like do it. So I started making lists, like daily lists and then weekly lists, so that I can just kind of stay more organized with like everything that I need to do. And I'm just trying to stay off my phone more as well, of course, because I feel like when I'm off of my phone and I'm just like present in the real world, like going for walks, it's like this stuff in the real world starts to feel more like enjoyable, because when you're just getting like quick dopamine hits on the internet, the daily stuff just stops feeling kind of like fun. And so I'm trying to undo that. In other news, I'm also battling post-show sadness because Stranger Things ended, and I did go and see it in the theaters on the 1st. Tears were shed. I did cry like multiple times. So I'm getting over that. But they are coming out with like a behind the scenes thing, which is really cool. So I'll definitely be watching that. I'm trying to get better at realizing that I do have the capacity to handle more than like I think that I can, because it's like even just with working out, sometimes I'm like, oh, I already did my 12,000 steps, then it would feel like extra over the top to go to a workout class today, but I can handle it. Like I can do this. There's also just like a lot that I want to change in a positive way. Like I just want my life to kind of feel more positive. I want to focus on like my friendships, relationships and stuff, because when I'm in like a dark place, or just like when I have a lot going on in life and I just don't feel very like grounded or structured, I tend to disconnect from people in my life, like my friends and everything. Like I tend to just kind of like step back because I don't want my energy to invade anybody else. And I don't know, which to be honest, like my friends don't care. Like the people that are around you that love you, like they don't care, because we're all like dealing with something. Do you know what I mean? Like we all have ups and downs and stuff, and so it's like, I don't know, I'm trying to not be the type of person that like pulls back when I'm going through something, or when like if my life doesn't feel like 100% how it should. And like a big part of that for me right now is being unemployed, but just like I just want something to be doing, like even if it's not a 9 to 5, like I don't know, who knows, you know, I'm open to other things. It doesn't have to be like corporate, climbing the corporate ladder. And also like, I don't know, I've been applying to so many jobs for so long, and I don't know if it's just a numbers game, or if I'm just not cut out for a 9 to 5, you know what I mean? Like maybe I just need to be doing something different, something creative, I don't know. But I'm just kind of like throwing everything out there and kind of like trying everything, because it's like a balance between putting all of your eggs in one basket and then also like spreading yourself too thin. So I'm like trying to balance like doing YouTube, and like, because I enjoy doing this, like this brings me joy, it helps me like process my thoughts, and it just like, it's like a very fun hobby right now for me. I like to like balance that and then like working out and applying to jobs. But you know, I feel like it's important to just remember that every little step that you take, it doesn't all have to be like super defining moments, but like every little step. And especially when you're like in the process of doing something, it doesn't really feel like there's any headway being made, but then all those steps eventually do add up. And now for one of my favorite, most reflective parts of the day, when I've done my workout, I've had a somewhat productive day, what I would call a productive day for me, being unemployed, had dinner, and now I have a little ambiance on. It's time to vision board. I'm doing mine on Canva, and I'm like obsessed with Pinterest. I've kind of always vision boarded on Pinterest, but it gets very chaotic very quickly, because I'm kind of someone who basically any pin I see that is like I'm remotely interested in, immediately it goes. Like immediately it's downloaded. But I'm getting a little bit more concentrated this year, and so that's what I'm gonna be working on for the rest of the night, because I kind of want to get this done so that I can make it like the background on everything that I have. I really am in a very like aspirational time in my life, where I have a lot of like good goals, a lot of dreams, a lot of things that I want to accomplish, and I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to get there, but like really all I can do is try my best every single day and like do what I can every single day. And I feel like I had a pretty productive day today, honestly, for me. I honestly need to work on kind of getting a little bit more specific about what I actually want specifically, because a lot of the times I go off of just like vibes. Like if I see a picture that I like on Pinterest, I'm like, oh, I really like the vibe of this and like the way that it makes me feel. And I know that some people say vision boarding, it's better to get stuff that like evokes sort of like an emotion or a feeling, and then some people are like, no, don't focus on aesthetics and just kind of like do the photos that match specific goals that you have. So I'm trying to do a mix, honestly, like have it be a bit aesthetically pleasing and then also specific to the goals that I want. But I tend to have like very overarching themes for life rather than like super specific goals, so I really do need to work on getting more specific with things. This is how I'm ending my night, to be honest, and then I am going to bed because I'm really sore. I'm already sore from class. It's because another one of my goals is to like kind of like up my fitness game a little bit. Like this past year I've kind of prioritized working out, but I take a lot of hot yoga sculpt classes. A lot of times I'll use like 3s and 5s for weights, but this year I'm trying to stick with 5s and 8s, and so I did that today, and that's why I'm like a little bit sore, because I just want to be like stronger, just work on feeling my best, which is also why I have to eat more protein as well. What did I have for dinner? Salmon and sweet potato fries, and it was absolutely delicious. Another like simple thing, again, because I think a lot of my anxiety or like my chronic stress that I am working really hard to not have anymore, because it really affects like everything. I think a lot of it is tied to food, and when I eat processed food and I eat stuff that's just, I don't know, it's not good for my anxiety or mentally. Like that's the most important thing to me. If I could get my anxiety to go away, that would be amazing, because mine is like very physical. Like when I have anxiety, I know some people will say like, oh no, when I have anxiety it's only in my head. When I just feel that way, like I just think of that as overthinking. Like to me, my anxiety is when I feel it like physically in my body, which is just like the worst, and I'm over it. I'm just ready to not feel that way anymore. Especially, it's like, what can you really do, you know? Like you can just control what you can control, do your best every day and do what you can, and like have good intentions, and it's kind of it. Happy tomorrow. It's the next day, and what have I done today? I went to my hyperfixation coffee shop again, applied to some jobs, and honestly, yesterday I felt so good because I wasn't really on my phone like at all, or like on social media, and I kept like a very strict schedule all day long, and it definitely made me feel better, and it's way easier to be productive. And so I'm hoping I can keep this up. But it is time for a midday matcha, and I always feel so put together when I make my own at home. So I got some stuff to make it. The only thing is I don't have like the proper whisk, and I really need to get one. I'm kind of just gonna use like a coffee whisk. Hope for the best. But I feel like this is good matcha. I mean, it was like 25 bucks. It seems legit. When it comes like this, I always wonder if you're supposed to like take it out of this packet and then dump it into the thing, or if you're just supposed to leave it in this packet. I got my milk. It's 2% milk. I honestly kind of wish I had almond, because I think almond tastes the best with matcha. And I have this local honey. Oh, frick, I got the orange blossom one. I did not mean to do that. Okay, well, I guess it's gonna be an orange blossom matcha. I don't know what that means, but I didn't mean to get this one. It looks so green. This is what it's looking like. I think I did okay. I think yesterday keeping like a really strict schedule for myself really did help with like my anxiety and my feelings of overwhelm, because a lot of times it's like I get into this freeze state where I just like, when I'm not structured enough, that I just like don't know what to do, and I kind of freeze, and it leads me to not do anything. It's a mix of like the social media and like lack of structure, so I have to give myself structure as much as I can, which is what I did yesterday, and I definitely feel so much better. And I also started reading a book. I got a library card as well, so I haven't used it yet, but I do want to go try and like find a good book to read. But I don't know, I haven't actually like read a book in such a long time. I'm using this little glass because I like mine like really, like the ratio has to be right with the milk and the matcha. Let's see if this is gonna be a hit or what. Gotta get the right color. Let's see. Ooh, that looks nice. Time for a little sippy sip. Ooh, okay, it's a little too sweet, but wow, that's pretty good. I just did a little too much honey. Come on down. I'm actually so incredibly proud of this. Like, that color looks flippin' good, and there's no chunks, because usually when I do this, there's chunks of matcha. It actually did kind of good. I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. I hope that everyone is having an amazing start to their new year, and I hope all of our dreams and all of our goals come true, honestly, because it's earned, you guys. Like, I feel like this is the year, you know what I mean? Year of the horse. Last year was year of the snake. It just seems fitting that like everything's gonna work out for all of us this year, and that's the energy I'm putting out for all of us and for everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, honestly. I'll see you next time.